Today we're checking out Elspeth Stormslayer, fresh out of Tarkir Dragonstorm, and we're going to see what signature spell might pair best with her. For 3 white, she starts at 5 loyalty. If one or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many of those tokens are created instead. +1, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. 0, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Those creatures gain flying until your next turn. -3, destroy target creature and opponent controls with mana value 3 or greater. Now, is it just me, or are they making Planeswalkers better than they used to? Even like better than a couple years ago, because this seems really nuts. You can have access to all 4 of those abilities immediately. She doesn't even have like a big ultimate that you probably won't get anyway. The activated abilities here are solid, but it's the top ability. We're all looking at the top ability, right? That's what we're trying to abuse here. It's worth mentioning, too, that +1 synergizes with the ability above it, so you're actually making 2 tokens. I'm pretty sure that this is the best Planeswalker we now have for a token strategy. That's just such a powerful ability. For signature spell, I think most people are going to pick one that makes creature tokens. Duh. I've got a lot of good options on that to show you. We're going to start with the boring ones that just efficiently make tokens, and we'll work our way into some more interesting ones. Though personally, I probably would pick one of these that efficiently makes tokens because we want to maximize value on the static ability. But I just like giving ideas. You build the deck that you want. In our 2 mana options, we've got Raise the Alarm, which makes 2 at instant speed, Clowning Around, which makes 2 to 3, and Gather the Townsfolk, which makes 2 unless you have 5 or less life, then it makes 5. And of course that doubles to a wild 10 with Elspeth if you're at that life total. Most efficient at 3 mana is Spectral Procession, which makes 3 1/1s with flying. This sounds really good with that 0 that puts +1/+1 counters on stuff. This could really make a big team of flyers. At 4 mana, we've got Release the Dogs. Create 4 1/1 white dog creature tokens. Most efficient at 5 is Conqueror's Pledge, which makes 6 1/1 core soldier creature tokens. It's also got Kicker, and you can make a bunch more, but that's not going to happen. And the most efficient versatile option is Secure the Wastes, an instant for X white. It creates X 1/1 white warrior creature tokens. Okay, let's move into some more interesting ones. We've got some board wipe options that also make tokens. Battle of the Bywater destroys all creatures with power 3 or greater, then create a food token for each creature you control. That's right, Elspeth can double tokens that aren't creatures too. It's true, this one's not going to wipe the whole board, but probably it's not going to touch any of your stuff, and it'll take out some of theirs. Very good, I think. Phyrexian Rebirth destroys all creatures, then create an XX colorless Phyrexian Horror artifact creature token, where X is the number of creatures destroyed this way. I'm a little bit on the fence about this one, because if you've built up a big army, yours are getting destroyed, but in return, you're getting 2 really, really big things. Valiant Endeavor says roll 2 d6 and choose 1 result. Destroy each creature with power greater than or equal to that result. Then create a number of 2/2 white knight creature tokens with vigilance equal to the other result. Pretty unpredictable card, but when it works, it really works. This one is one of my favorite options by far. Season of the Burrow. Choose up to 5 paw prints worth of modes. You may choose the same mode more than once. 1 paw print. Create a 1/1 white rabbit creature token. 2 paw prints. Exile target non-land permanent. Its controller draws a card. 3 paw prints. Return target permanent card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield with an indestructible counter on it. And what I like about this one is not only can you make 5 tokens for 5 mana, which is almost as good as that one that makes 6 for 5 mana, but it's got so much versatility here. You can take out 2 planeswalkers with this, or 1, or just whatever you need this card to do. Another versatile option is Righteous Confluence. Choose 3. You may choose the same mode more than once. Create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance. Exile target enchantment. You gain 5 life. Sticking with versatile options, we've got Eldrazi Confluence. Choose 3. You may choose the same mode more than once. Target creature gets +3/-3 till end of turn. Exile target non-land permanent, then return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. Create a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion creature token. With sacrifice this creature, add colorless. The big drawback here is obviously the double colorless you'd need to do it. But in a mono-color deck, if this was your signature spell, you could build your mana base around that and it would work okay. And I think this is actually very powerful too. It has the power to kill multiple creatures with that -3 toughness thing. The second ability can blink your planeswalker to save it in a pinch, or it just makes a solid 3 1/1s for 4 mana, which is also good. All at instant speed. I love it. SRAM's Expertise creates 3 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature tokens, and you may cast a card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your hand without paying its mana cost. Depending on what you've got in hand, this could be more mana efficient than even the very mana efficient options I showed you first. Here's another one I love, and it's a brand new card too. Will of the Mardu, an instant. Choose one. If you control your commander, as you cast the spell, you may choose both instead. Create a number of 1/1 red warrior creature tokens equal to the number of creatures target player controls. Will of the Mardu deals damage to target creature equal to the number of creatures you control. And in this format, when we cast it, we always control our commander, so we always get both. Rally for the Throne creates 2, and then you gain 1 life for each creature you control, which could be quite a lot. Here's one that's probably bad, but I really like. Perch Protection is an instant. Gift an extra turn. You may promise an opponent a gift as you cast the spell. If you do, they take an extra turn after this one. Create 4 2/2 blue bird creature tokens with flying. If the gift was promised, all permanents you control phase out, and until your next turn, your life total can't change, and you gain protection from everything. I don't actually think this is a bad card. I mean, you don't have to gift an extra turn. At a base level, it's giving you a bunch of evasive flyers, and that's pretty good at instant speed for 6 mana. And it's on curve with Elspeth. Yep, if I was building this is the one I would pick, and I would probably gift the extra turn too, because I want to see how that plays out. Grand Crescendo is an instant for X white white and creates X 1/1 green and white citizen creature tokens. Creatures you control gain indestructible till end of turn. Then we've got some options for making bigger creature tokens. Devout Invocation taps any number of target untapped creatures you control. Put a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying onto the battlefield for each creature tapped this way. Empirical Storm, when you cast the spell, copy it for each time you've cast your commander from the command zone this game. Now, I wanted some signature spell options that could boost your team's power if you didn't want to make creature tokens with your signature spell. I think the only good option, though, is Collective Effort. Escalate, tap an untapped creature you control. Pay this cost for each mode chosen beyond the first. Choose one or more. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. Destroy target enchantment. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature target player controls. And I guess Basri's Solidarity is solid too. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control for 2 mana. All in all, this looks like a really neat Oathbreaker, and I think it's probably the most powerful token-based Oathbreaker we have now. I mean, we've got some powerful token makers like Saheeli Sublime Artificer, which is the second most popular in the format. It's definitely not going to top that, but I wouldn't count that as a token Oathbreaker, really. I'm kind of annoyed that they made this card now because I just made a video on the top 5 Planeswalkers for token strategies, and now I've got to either redo the video or release it as is, and it won't be accurate anymore. I can't really do that though, and I don't want to remake the video. Maybe I'll just tack it on to the end or something like that. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.